Never speak it into existence. Never say anything other than exactly what the highest form of what you want to happen is going to happen, and say it out loud and look people in their face and say it like it's already in existence.
No question.
You manifested like your whole life or something, huh?
Kinda.
Really?
I've always been a big fan of speaking into, the future, what you want. I'm very careful with words, with everything.
Yes.
And I've always had a vision board. So that's been something, and I still do to this day. So it's kind of changed from being a cork board to, a desktop photo to on my phone. But I'm such a big believer of putting it out there, working hard, of course, but having a vision of what you want to bring into your life.
That's my type of girl right there. Oh my God, I'm one of those people too.
Yeah.
Now, because I notice in my phone, when I put things in my phone, that's become my vision board. And I look back and I'll be like, that happened, that happened, this manifested. So how specific are you with your requests, with your manifestation?
Oh, I get very specific. And I think it's even to the point where it's like, I don't write, I hope this happens. I say, I'm so happy this happened. It's even down to it happening right now. So I'm very careful, and I think, making those notes, having those goals set is super important.
I don't know if this is true. Did you literally say, like, you one day, your family asked you because you loved it so much that if you were to play a character, you would have picked David, like young David?
Yeah, we were having dinner before I moved out for Kimberly Kimbo, the off-Broadway production. And we were talking about it. They said, well, you're an actor and you can you like the show. Who would you play if you were on the show?
Yeah.
And I said, maybe King David. And they said, yeah, maybe. And then fast forward.
You can manifest, man. That's crazy. Let's take
power of manifestation. I believe in the power of speaking life into yourself. Like in the Bible, it says there's life and death in the tongue. So I always say that when you speak, you have a chance to tell your life story, so say great things. I can honestly say I spoke my husband into my life, but I was also ready for him to be in my life.
so cool.
The internet noticed that you seem to be able to manifest things, by the way, on social media. I don't know if you know about this, but here's an example of something that you tweeted. It said, people are always scared to give me caffeine. I don't know why. Those little espresso things taste cute and I like them.
What's the date?
I mean...
March 16th, 2016.
I mean, espresso.
So I was 15 drinking espresso. Which says a lot.
Yeah, that does say a lot right there, yeah.
About my parents or me, I don't know.
I think you can predict the future, so be careful now when you tweet things out. It could become real.
What do I tweet tonight? Let me tweet from your phone. Where's your phone? What do we tweet? What do we tweet?
That you're going to have the #1 album.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. Short and sweet. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I wanted to tell you? This is a perfect way to know that we have superpowers. Everything that we used to dream about, everything we used to talk about, remember when we used to kick and you'd be like, bro, I wanted to be the first YouTuber that turned into a rapper. And those are things and images that you imagined and you felt what it would feel like, right? Look what the you did.
Right.
Remember when you was like, I need that IA? You kept speaking about it, you were talking about it, tweeting about it. Look what you got. You got it.
Right.
Everything that we once prayed for, we have.
That's facts.
Because we imagined it, we felt it, we took the action towards it, and it met us in current reality. So it's like, I'm trying to tell you, bro, like it's really amazing. And it just makes me realize like everything that we still want and desire, that's already done too. It's already written, it's already here. We just gotta sit here and in the moment and let it catch up to us in physical reality. Because if we weren't able to manifest whatever the we want, we wouldn't have had everything that we already manifested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got superpowers, bro. If you can see it, you can feel it, you can envision it, it's already done. A version of you in another dimension already has it. That's the only reason you can feel it. And like when you feel what the you want, and then all of a sudden you get goosebumps because you can feel what it feels like. That's not for no reason. If I told you to feel something that you have no desire to feel, okay, you wouldn't be able to get into that state of like goosebumps, feeling good. You wouldn't, because it's not for you.
Right.
But everything that you can literally imagine, taste, feel, hear, and get goosebumps like as if it's happening right now in this moment, it's because another version of you in another dimension already has it.
When it comes to journaling, that's my time where I put like my sword, you know, your pen is like your sword to paper, and you're strategizing and you're setting your intentions of, you know, things you would like to experience. But I also like to do like gratitude. For some reason, gratitude just seems to magnetize more of the things that I'm thankful for in my life. I've seen it work in a lot of ways, and that's my belief, you know. So the things that you are grateful for, you have to let the world know that you're grateful for, because how else is it going to know to give it back to you, you know, or to bring it to you, or to the people around you. And it also is a great way for me to, you know, and I practice I am. It's so much power. So I am grateful. I am this. I am happy. I am confident. I am happy that I get to sit down and talk to my friend Jay today. You know, I'm happy I get to, whatever the case is, right? So that's what I do. And then at the end of it, of the journal, when I do the gratitude stuff, and there are times where I write how I feel, not as much. I also speak out loud by myself. You know, there are a lot of processes I do, but when I do that journal, I sign it at the bottom of it, like a contract. And I sometimes I put "it is done," or I put like "so be it," because it's a declaration. When I do that, and I sign it because it's that important to me. I have to sign my contracts. I have to sign things that will be upheld as an important thing, and that's how the level of importance, even more, that I hold that to. So I sign it every time.
That is so good, man. I've never heard that before. I'm going to start doing that.
It's powerful.
Yeah, I've never signed it. That's dope.
John Hannah from Edinburgh. How do I get women to love me back?
The answer is pretty simple, but there's more to this than what meets the eye. So I take it you don't have a great deal of confidence in yourself, and so start lying to yourself. Tell yourself you're brilliant. Tell yourself 100 times in the morning, you're brilliant, I'm brilliant, I'm brilliant, I'm brilliant, I'm brilliant, I'm brilliant, I'm brilliant. Hey, I'm just brilliant, you know. But I'm brilliant, 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 I'm just brilliant, I'm just so brilliant. What do I do? You know, everywhere I look, I'm brilliant. Yes, do what I just did, and do it every day, until it becomes second nature. You'll feel weird doing it sometimes. Don't worry about that, no one's watching. Only you. Tell yourself you are beautiful. Irrespective of what you think, irrespective of what your reality is showing you, everybody is beautiful. Everyone. You just have to keep on telling yourself this until you believe it. Tell your spirit that you're magnificent, you're wonderful, you're buoyant. Tell your spirit that you're happy. Lie to yourself if you're not. Lie to yourself. And if you keep on doing that, it will become real.